Hello. Due to friends and family's contrary belief, there is one person in my life I feel that has stands out to me as an aspiration in my life. Before though, one would just do it over, one of my all-time favorites, who met a tragic end, and that would be Mr. Paul Walker, who unfortunately died. He did have an untimely death, so normally I would do that over him. He was one of my favorites. However, there is one tonight that I would like to recognize this speech I dedicated to. And this speech is going to be solely dedicated to someone that has truly inspired me to do greatness, to never second guess myself, um, who allowed me, the courage to get my GED, and now I'm continuing my education by going to college. And that's right, I am dedicating this speech to my amazing wife, Jennifer Wilson. Um, One of the first points I would like to state is that before my wife came along 10 years ago, approximately, um, I was depressed all the time. I was heavy into drugs. I was turning into an alcoholic, seemingly. Um, I didn't really have any good friends anymore. I knew that I couldn't be around them because my family, my friends, everybody that I knew, they were all hooked on drugs, and so was I. And I knew that needed to change, and God sent somebody in my life to change all that. Um, so I had to disassociate myself with all of those people that I had around me. The second thing that I would like to make a point about is, at the time I thought, oh, my life is, it's at its best. You know, it definitely was not even nowhere near its best. It was actually, it was at its worst, but I didn't want to recognize it. I thought, I didn't think I was capable of having my own children. I had tried many, numerous times to have children, and I was just never successful. I thought it was, something was wrong with me. And I wasn't actually thinking about, God's point, or, I was just thinking about myself, thinking, why me, why this and that. And, anyways, with no avail, no children. And I met my wife, and now I've been graced with three beautiful, amazing, loving children, and between her and my kids and my life that I have now, which isn't perfect, but it's amazing. I have life breathed into me again, and I feel very confident about things. The third thing that I would like to uh, make a point about is that back whenever I met my wife, you know, as well as the drugs and the alcohol, and there was other things like I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to dip tobacco. When I first met her, between her and her friends, I stopped using tobacco. I quit using, it completely. I wasn't dipping. I wasn't smoking. And for the first time, I don't know how long in my life, I was completely clean. I was, pretty much alcohol free, mostly, sometimes. But I was tobacco free. I was drug free. It was pretty much alcohol free, and it totally turned my life around. Um, Actually, the last time that I actually used drugs in my life, um, actually happened to be the day that I met my wife. And you know and the level of the heaviness of the amount of drugs that I was in the day I met her, I mean, it's really hard to put into words. She has helped me become a better person. Became a father, a better friend, a better all around person. Um, She's helped me to be drug free and not drink nearly as much as I used to. Um, I told myself that if I could stop doing drugs and cigarettes and so much alcohol, that if I could just clean my act up, that I could start building my dream car. Now I have three beautiful children and I have four dream cars. I thought there was only one, but there was actually more. Anyways, it's kind of a collection now. I never really wanted Ferraris or Lamborghinis, you know. I just wanted turbo all-wheel drive cars, and she has enabled me and let me do that and encourages me to continue doing what I love, which is building those cars. In conclusion, I feel like that if I would have never met my wife, you know, if she would have never blessed me with her presence, you know, um, I probably would have, you know, I probably would have never seen my own kids, you know, my own offspring, when having any kids, which there's upsides and downsides of that. Most of those downsides. Um, I'd probably still be smoking cigarettes and doing drugs and drinking alcohol heavily, and you know, I'd probably be with somebody that I most likely would not enjoy waking up to, you know, every morning, you know, like I do my wife. And I am thankful that, you know, God has some serious ways. And, you know, we just have to learn to be a little more patient and open our ears up and listen to Him a little bit more. He's trying to talk to us, but we have to listen. Um, so, in conclusion, I think that was all the conclusion, and that's my speech. Thank you.